KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. We're in Mill here. I'm joined by Dereck Chisora. How are you, mate?
What's on, brother? How are you?
All good. All good.
So, the subject is what's happening. This is to everybody who watches your channel. All those people, Australian, Americans, you know, Mexicans, everybody, you know, Irish, Sri Lankans, you know, India, everywhere, Africa. The point here is, when you have a great fight and you get the wrong decision, you win by wrong decision, your mind tells you, you know what, do I want to go through that hellhole again? Do I want to do that again? And your mind, you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. You understand? And it's a way of Dillian Whyte. He's trying to avoid it, but it's written in his path that he has to do a rematch. You know, the public want it. You know, everybody wants it. You know, there's no need of him trying to make a professional debut in America. You know, he tried to do a show in the O2, and they flopped because he's nobody. Nobody wants to buy tickets to watch him fight Mario Swag. You know, my show in Finland flopped. It was not because I flopped it, because I don't live in Finland. I don't want to sell tickets in Finland. You know, and plus the guy I was fighting in Finland, his own fans didn't even want to see him fight because he's crap. You know? And some people sometimes are stupid. You know, there's a fight right now, he can make triple figures, but he'd rather risk everything else, go to America and fight a 10-rounder with a nobody. And what's that gonna prove for him? Nothing. And he should take the fight. You know, maybe he wants to fight. Maybe the person we should be blaming is Hearn'S, because he don't show respect to Dillian. For the simple reason, Dillian is not in Hearn'S equation. Dillian is like a spare wheel for Hearn'S. You know, you have a 4x4, you got those beautiful tires, those beautiful rims, and then guess what's in the back of the car? That little shitty spare wheel says 50 miles an hour, don't go over 100 miles an hour. Listen, it's a set stone. It's like this. You got Sky. Sky is the Lamborghini, you know, that new Lamborghini they made, the Bugatti basically. Yeah, that's Sky. You know, the operator right there. You know, the driving seat. You know, we'll say Hearn'S. You know, in front, you got one of the tires is AJ, one of the tires is probably one of the fighters who's got up and coming like Kell Brook and stuff like that. You know, the back is the Adam, you know, that's the other tire. And the guy, the other wheel, it's the guy, it's Hearn'S, and then who's sitting on the driver's seat is the guy who signs the check. But in this boot, in the spare wheel, that little small tire you see, which people never give a shit about, that's Dillian Whyte. That when you get a flat tire, you complain why have I got a flat tire, and then you take that in the boot and you look at it and you put it on and you drive home, and you get home, you phone your mechanic, yo, come take this shit off my fucking car. That's Dillian Whyte. He's a spare wheel for Hearn'S. You know, ask him, what restaurant has Hearn'S ever taken you to? A very fancy restaurant? Nowhere. But he takes AJ to Novikov, to Zuma-san, you know, big entourage, you know, he spends 200K on the fucking meal for AJ, which AJ deserves. But Dillian don't realize that he's always gonna be a backdoor fighter. So I'm trying to put some millions in his account, but he don't want to. So you call him a spare wheel. I called him a donkey before, but a donkey is better than Dillian, because the donkey is well respected in the community for the simple reason it's a hard-working thing. You know, He's not a donkey anymore. He's a fucking goat. Goat and a spell. He has to choose which one he wants. He's a mug. And I would like him to take the fight. You know? And if Early Hearn is watching this, if he's going to watch this, I would like you to make this happen. Stop prolonging the whole situation. If you don't want to make it happen, let me know and I'll bankroll it. It's a simple fact. You know, I'll bankroll the fight. It's a good fight for the English public. Everybody wants to watch it. We won the fight of the year in the century in 10 years. And you don't want to give us the rematch? Come on. If you don't want to bankroll it, just say you don't want to bankroll it. And let me put the money up front for it.
Okay, Dillian Whyte aside, options for you for this year. Spoke to Don Charles. Obviously, you are in a kind of a limbo stage at the moment.
I'm not in a limbo stage, man. I don't know why people say that. Limbo stage is when you know you can't fight. You know, God works in mysterious ways. I'll tell you why, yeah. Before the fight, Robert Alenius, before he got cancelled, when he got cancelled, I went to sleep. I woke up with a massive pain. This was on Thursday, 3 days before the fight. My hernia was about to blow up on me. Went to the hospital. They said we have to operate you. Do you understand? And then since then I've been just recovering. And I've been running. I'm trying to get my core back to where it was before. And right now I'm like 45% fit. So I'm not in a limbo stage. Listen, these hands will give anybody. If they want it, all you have to do is ask and let's do a great deal. You know, they now come back again to my situation. Promoters always going to tell us there's no money in this fight, but there's always money there. You know. So whoever's calling me out, people call out people, but when it's about to happen, people don't want it. It's a simple fact. People say, yeah, I want to see that guy, I'm going to do it. But really and truly, when you step up to the plate and the man sees you mean serious, you mean business, they don't want it.
Speaking to Don Charles earlier, he suggested that David Haye should possibly fight you again.
Listen, David Haye's got something he has to prove right now, because the last time he trained for a big fight, he messed up. He trained in a fancy Hollywood way, but we both know how boxing is trained. Yeah, it's written in the set stone. All you have to do is watch Rocky, and that's how boxing is trained. I didn't see no Rocky training and then tell Adrian, I'm gonna go hang out on the yacht quickly, I'll be back. And then he goes sits on the yacht and then comes back, goes, Adrian, you know, it's Rocky 1, he trained hard. Rocky 2, he trained hard. In Rocky 3, he didn't train hard. He started being fancy, training all the fancy stuff, and what happened? He got beat. David Haye goes to the old school ways, train hard. Yeah. You know, Tony was training hard. Tony was training old school ways. Running, hitting the bag, doing everything. Oh yeah, it'll be a great rematch, me and him. But does he want it though? See, most people don't want it.
Aside from, okay, we know that if I could sort of pick out a list for you, top of that list would be for you to fight Dillian Whyte again. I'm assuming right now, realistically.
Realistically, you know what? Yeah, it's the fight to happen. It's the fight should happen. You know, anything else Dillian tries to do will not happen for him.
But after that, say 2 and 3 on the list. Who's 2 and 3 on the list?
Money fights, 2 and 3. Let me see.
If you could pick realistically from the current scene.
I would say this, yeah. Money fights. Dillian, yeah. And then my good buddy, Tony. You know, Tony, I love Tony, but he keeps talking about fighting all these cats. If he really wants to fight a heavyweight game, he should try me out. He's my buddy. You know, I was watching the American boy. What they call him, Big Baby.
Gerald Miller.
No, not Gerald Miller.
Yeah.
What's
Gerald Big Baby Miller.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I like the way he fights. He's the ugly version of me, but half of his punches are slaps. And I'll probably pick him.
You impressed with him the other night against Washington or not?
Nah, I think he just pressured Washington. I know the way he was fighting. You see, there's only one fighter who could fight like that, back on the back foot. Yeah, and that was Ali. But people didn't realize why was Ali good on his back foot. Because Ali used to run. You know, he used to run, he used to box on his back foot. When he gets on the rope, he's sleeping, ducking, and then he turns and then he goes back again. He's flowing. But these fighters want to box on the back foot, but they don't have the greet. They don't run. They go on the track, they do a couple of sprints, and then that's it. Nah, man. When you run. If you're a back foot fighter, you run 10 miles, 15 miles. You know, get the heart rate going. Get to work. You know, I know for a fact if that fight ever happens with that baby, whatever his name is, yeah, the ugly version of me, I'll whoop him out. He ain't got power. It's a big lump, but he hasn't got power. Half of his punches are slaps. Gerald got scared of him. I don't know why.
Obviously, we're also expecting the announcement of the rematch between Joshua and Klitschko.
Yeah.
Same outcome for you? Or not?
This time will be hard for AJ. It'll be very hard. This time will be very hard. The first one was easy, but this time will be very hard for him. For the simple reason that it's in Vegas. You know, how's he gonna make it happen? It's in Vegas. What time is he gonna go to America? Where is he gonna be staying? You know, because Klitschko already lives in LA. He lives in LA and Florida. You know, where's AJ gonna train? You know, how's he gonna do? It's all about how you travel and where you're gonna train. How long you're gonna be in America for? It'll be hard. It'll be hard because Klitschko will be like, what the fuck? You know, it'll be hard. But if AJ wants to do it quickly, he can just go in there for 2-3 rounds and just put power shots and just take him out. It's a chance he has to do. You know, he has to go in there first round and just put power, bow, 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 bow. Hit him in the elbows, shoulders, everywhere, hips, everywhere. Just power shots for 2 rounds. And then we'll take a fight. But it'll be hard for him.
We're still awaiting news of what's going on with your friend and former opponent, Tyson Fury.
I don't know, man. Tyson is stubborn. 1 minute gets back in the ring and next minute in the pub. You don't know what he wants. He's a stubborn guy. You don't know what he wants, man.
But we need him back in boxing, don't we?
Oh, yeah, the Gypsy King needs to come back, but he needs somebody who's very strong to maintain a beast. Because right now, nobody can maintain that beast. Sorry, I'm stepping on you, and
That's all right.
it's not like you're going to do anything, are you? Yeah, someone needs to maintain that beast like... Well, I don't think none of them guys out there can maintain it. That's it, man.
If you put your foot on me again, I'm going to smash this camera over your head.
I don't think you can afford to smash that camera, can you?
Probably not. Probably not. All right, just before we finish off, because I know you were going somewhere. Where are you going?
Going home.
How are you going home?
Yeah.
Obviously, Mayweather McGregor announced for Sky Sports box office yesterday.
How much?
20 quid, 1995. But we've already kind of heard your thoughts on that fight. You're not a huge fan of it. Still the case? You're not a massive fan of that fight?
Yeah. Listen, let's all be honest. The only reason why that fight is huge is because of the Irish following, basically. That's why the fight got so gassed up. But not really a huge fan of that fight because boxing has been around for years. You know, the only people like gonna generate so much dough here is Mayweather and the CEO of UFC. McGregor's making a bit of money. I don't know, man. Good luck to them. Good luck, mate. Anybody would do that for that kind of money. But if we're talking in the sense of like, what does this put? This put boxing on the map? Is this gonna be a fight which is gonna be remembered by the public? Is it a fight like what my son will remember? I don't believe so. It's not like Rumble in the Jungle, Thriller in Manila, is it? It's just a white boy and a black guy fighting in Vegas for a couple millions because he said he's a shit UFC fighter and he said he's a shit boxer. So, and then after all that, guess what? They're all gonna be in Floyd Mayweather's titty bar, making it rain. And you know what I'm saying? So, good luck to them, man.
Okay, Mr. Chisora, have you got anything else you'd like to add?
No, nothing else, man. Nothing else.
All right.
All I say is, Dylan, let's get this. Come on, let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's it, man. That's what I can say.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Dereck
man.
Chisora.
Thanks.